2022 challenge is continued, going from the month of May into the month of June, where you're going to work together on side bending. So phenomenal exercise for the abs and the low back. As we work on this, we want to be pain-free in the back first, so should not have symptoms going on, and in that case, this can be amazing for strengthening the quadratus lumborum, the QL, the oblique muscles, so some key muscles that really help us stabilize the low back and the pelvis. So when we look at research on this side bending motion through the lumbar spine, we actually know that prevalence of pain goes up when people lose range of motion in their side bend. So if we can maintain or gain that range of motion and strengthen it, the long-term risk of low back pain decreases. So good stuff. Typically, we don't want to be in that population that's experiencing low back pain. We want to be pain-free. That helps you with movement, helps you maximize your life. So we're going to go ahead and just start out with some different options here. What I want you to do is pick either a hand weight, or could be a resistance band, or if you have a kettlebell, you could also use a kettlebell. So I'm going to pick the kettlebell today. I'll just quickly show you the band setup. Don't have the camera down low enough to see my feet, but what we're going to do is anchor the band under the foot, arch of the foot there, and then we're going to hold on to the band with the hand. In the case of this side bend, we're bending the knee slightly, getting a slight tuck in the pelvis, bending towards the resistance, so towards the banded foot in this case, and then coming back up tall. It is the 2022 challenge where we're doing 22 reps over 22 days and challenging you to do the same. Get consistent with your movement and challenge maybe a friend or family member to stay accountable and do this with you. So today we're going to go first progression, 11 reps to the right, 11 reps to the left for a total of 22 repetitions. So we're going to start out, if you're using a hand weight, kettlebell, or a band, I'll show you the kettlebell option here next. So we're bending the knee slightly, we're bending to the side towards the weight and then coming back up tall, lengthening the spine out of each rep. So I'm pushing my feet into the floor as I come back up. You should feel a gentle stretch through the low back musculature on this side as you're bending away from it, and then engaging, bracing those muscles as you come back up tall. So 11 reps, I think we're about there, 11 or 12, and then switch over to the other side. Remember that slight knee bend, tuck in the tailbone or tuck in the pelvis. So posterior tilt, and bending towards the weight, coming back up nice and tall. Remember to breathe. All right, so going through the side bends, 11 right, 11 left, and then you could add in a second set, of course. That's going to be the next level, the next layer in the progression. We might go 2 to 3 sets, so we're starting to stack 11 and 11, 22 reps on top of each other in sets, like a delicious movement sandwich. And so we'll be at 22, then 44, then probably another progression where we get up to 66. You can also change things up on tempo, so going slower into that side bend and back up is going to increase your time under tension, increase muscle endurance. Another way to progress it is just to add load. So adding, going from a 5-pound to a 10-pound weight, for example, or a 20 to a 30, based on wherever you're at. But again, remember to move pain-free. This is movement that will pay dividends, I think, for your low back, pelvic health for a long time if you keep it as a consistent part of your movement routine. So we do program it pretty consistently for clients, so you know that this lateral seam and that ability to side bend is so important, not just for the lumbar spine, but for the pelvis and that lower abdominal region as well. Until I see you next time, remember to keep making these your healthiest years yet, and we'll see you in the next video.